Hello, everybody. This is Francisco Martinez for MDF2, 1408, week 2, and this is the assignment. We're continuing our work with Twitter. I decided to use a different account besides my personal one, which is a company that I help out in, that I actually work for. I'm a project manager for the company. We're a very small company called Escape Artists. We do. We're trying to do different events to showcase different artists as they do work live in front of people. Um, we did our first event in June, and it was a good success. So we're trying to keep it going. Our next event is in November, and yeah. So I decided to use this because we are trying our best to keep up with our social networks. We do have a Twitter account, we do have a Instagram, and we do have a Facebook. But me network with Twitter, I decided to use this. So as far as the assignment goes, start it up. Um, I don't understand how. I've noticed in a couple of the other videos that it does take some time for it to process. Um, but as you can see, I am not logged into my Twitter account, so I will say okay. Go home real quick. And just start it up again. Once again, it takes some time. As you can see, I don't have my Wi-Fi on, so I'm going to turn that on. And click OK. I'm going to cancel that, and just in case, just stop it here because I know that Xcode doesn't like that. Just restart it again. Now this is where things get weird. As you can see, I tried doing the 2 columns, and at some point it actually did work. But for some reason now, I don't know what I did. I was actually changing the size of the boxes of the collection cells at one point, and for some reason it just wound up looking like this. When really, as you can see from my storyboard, this is how I have it set up. It has the image, the username, the follower, and yeah. So as far as the layout goes, I tried actually doing the whole thing again as far as setting up the layout, and for some reason I was just getting one error after the other, and I couldn't figure out why. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Another thing is the images aren't showing up as far as their names. I'm not gonna say that the follower, the label isn't showing up, because it's supposed to show up. It's just the cell is just too small for it to be seen for some reason. I guess let me try something real quick. If I was to move the label up, maybe move it right here towards the corner, maybe we might be able to see it. Let's see. So you see, I do have the label up. It will show. It does show the name of it. It's just the cell is just too small for some reason, and it doesn't show up the way I want it to show up. If I click on it, it'll show the follower. There is supposed to be an image there, but the image, once again, I'm having issues bringing it up. Another issue that I'm having is that if I go back, there's only 5 selections that are showing up, and our company has currently 10 followers right now. So I don't know why it's showing up like that. This is the code. I have a feeling it has something to do with how I have it set up with the account. Not the account, but the count. The way that's set up is probably wrong. And I've been trying to fix it ever since. And I just don't understand why it's showing up with just 5 instead of 10. Um, I had a weird um like a weird thing happened when I was trying to set this up as far as like having the information go through. When I actually did go to the website to check out that link that was on the bottom of, well, close to the bottom of the screen, but it wasn't the whole thing. It was this. So I decided to copy and paste it on here, and I actually had different names show up, and I don't know what happened with that. So instead of, I don't know if I did this right. I decided to just go into this part of the code, well, this part of the link, and put in my screen name on there, and then I was able to get at least some of the followers. It's not all of them, but some of them. So I don't know if I was supposed to do that. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. But either way, there was nothing else I can do. This was a tough week. Setting up the alerts were kind of tough, but eventually I got everything set up. It seems like it was almost the same thing as last week, except for the fact that you're using cells instead of the table views. And being that you want to put up an image for the cell, I feel like there's an extra step that I'm missing that is not letting me put in the image, or something that I messed up in one of my other view controllers that I can't really put my finger on for some reason. And then there's this, which is the layout, which is totally wrong. I don't know why it's showing up like this when it's supposed to show up like this. Yeah, it's just really weird. I guess it's been more glitches than any kind of real problems with the code. Like, the information is going through fine. Like, if it wasn't working, then the name would not show up, and the name will not show up here. But it's just everything else is just a little screwed up for some reason. Hopefully things will get better next week. But other than that, yeah, that's all I have for now. I'm gonna do my best to fix it up, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I think this is how it's gonna be. It's a little frustrating that it's showing up like this when I have it set up like this. I don't know why, but yeah. So I hope you guys had better luck at this, and you guys have a good night.